Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. We are going to get into some interesting projects. Band-Aids? Seriously? They gave us Band-Aids to craft with this time? Guys, does putting Band-Aids on my husband, does that count as a craft project? Let's get into it. This is just your imagination. That was my imagination. Alright guys, I promise no husbands were harmed in making of this video. He's perfectly capable of doing that all on his own time. Let's get into it. Just Our Imagination, co-hosted by Craft Away with May and Z9 Designs, and hosted by Rustic and Lace DIYs and Kathy Joe DIYs. Let's get into it, guys. Project number 1. So, our must-use items this month were, well, right now I'm cutting down, jumbo popsicle sticks. I also cut down, I thought I had another thing here, but obviously I didn't. Anyway, I also cut down a couple of extra little skewer sticks over there, but some of those I end up cutting down different ones because they were really thick and they were too long, so it doesn't really pertain to this project, to be honest with you. Anyway, now I'm going to kind of glue these ones together that I kind of split apart. I did that because I kind of like the broken pieces. It kind of makes it look more rustic. But these are the pieces that I end up changing out. So anyway, must-use items were yarn, a plastic jug of any kind except for a water jug. We weren't supposed to use a water jug, so, or a water bottle, I guess it was a water bottle. And then we were supposed to use dice of any kind, and then a Band-Aid. Band-Aid, you guys. What the heck? Anyway, so right here, a lot of this stuff did end up getting cut out just because it was way too long. If you guys are interested in watching me do the little tiny crafts that I did for this project, besides the little bench that I'm making right now, as you guys kind of saw me cut down like the little skewer sticks and this and all this stuff, this is kind of like a little side project. Yes, this is included in the big project that is coming, but you're kind of seeing what I'm doing, so I'm not really talking too much about this project. But you see kind of all these little flowers and stuff that I have over here stashed. I did record all of that. I did not put that in this video because otherwise this video would have been like 50 minutes long, I swear. And it's kind of self-explanatory. I basically just clipped plants and kind of stuck them in like little beads, little baskets, little kind of what everything I had. I had like, I used little, I don't know, little cups that I had around from like medicine bottles and stuff like that. Anything I could get my hands on that looked like it could be a planter. I also used some of the little wooden planters that you get from Hobby Lobby, like the little tiny ones for like fairy gardens and stuff like that. Majority of that stuff is all in this little thing. If you guys want to see that, let me know. I can do a separate video for that. I did not include that. So here we are going with our water bottle here. Or our water bottle, our juice container. So I did end up going and purchasing a knife cutting thing here for my wood burning tool. This thing is amazing. I'm surprised it took me this long to purchase one. It did not come in my wood burning kit, but anyway, so I did go around with a magic marker. You kind of saw me do that. And kind of just trace around kind of where I wanted to do this. This is just kind of going by the seat of my pants, you guys, because I'm not exactly sure exactly what I wanted to do with this, but I've gotten ideas off of Pinterest, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not this type of thing, I guess. It was kind of just inspiration, but I kind of was going for a greenhouse kind of look. I'm now going to cut down a few more popsicle sticks, and I'm going to be cutting them to shape and going to be using them kind of like little shelves, and I'm going to be kind of just sticking them in the bottle. I originally was thinking about doing like the bench in there and everything. I mean, the whole 9 yards, but I was obviously, my mind was thinking this bottle was way bigger than what my mind was. I mean, I don't know where I was thinking with this, but anyway, I do stain the shelves, whatever. So that's why I ended up getting the wood round out. We are going to kind of make a little bit of basically of a little fairy garden, I guess. And it's going to end up turning into it. Now I'm going to be gluing down our little shelves into our little thing here. I did kind of go this direction at first, just because I didn't know really what to do with that little kind of pocket there. And now I'm going to kind of glue a couple down in front here. This one I kind of show a little bit better. Then I'm kind of putting a couple of little notches, I guess, on the shelf to make it actually look like a shelf. I did that to that one while it was in there, and it was a pain in the butt. So I did it to this one when it was out there. So, and now we're kind of just gonna lightly decorate it. We're kind of just gonna put these little plants that I made in this on the little shelves and stuff. We're gonna decorate it up. That's kind of more of the trick of it too, is that I had to find the ones that would actually fit on the shelves. I didn't measure anything, so I did actually have to pause my video too and make a couple of smaller ones too to fit on the shelves to kind of make it a little more cohesive and to make it look like it's actually a greenhouse as well. I wanted it to make it stand out a little better, so it got its full shelves. I mean, I didn't want to just have 3 on there or something, Anyway, so a couple of them I did kind of trim down a little bit because they got a little tall and stuff. So I probably could have cut some more of this out, but I didn't know how much was gonna be talking about it, and I wanted you guys to kind of see what I was doing as well and how much. I wanted you guys to see the problem is I can't actually film too much of it inside either, because every time I do, some of the sides would get in the camera and stuff like that. It was kind of hard to film. But anyway, now I'm gluing the bottle down to the wood round. I do frame out the opening of this as well too. I kind of wanted to make it look more rustic and cohesive too, with like a actual business as well. The only one I didn't do was on this other side. It just kind of bubbled out a little too much. I don't know if it was from when I cut it or whatever, but it just, like, the heat kind of bubbled it out a little too much, and I couldn't get that to line up. So I do end up framing it out a little bit with rocks, I think, but I don't show it. Now I kind of grabbed some rocks, and we're kind of going to make a little bit of a rock path. Like I said, we're going to kind of have a little bit of a fairy garden here, so it's going to kind of make a pathway to your way into your greenhouse, I guess. I don't show me gluing all that down or nothing, because you guys pretty much know how to use a hot glue gun. You watch me, watch everybody much. This is something too, I covered up that area too. I kind of made it look like more of a hill kind of thing, because I didn't want, of course you don't want the bottle cap to kind of show or whatever on this. So I make sure all of that's covered up. So like it's gonna kind of look like it's built into like a little, I don't know, hill mountain kind of thing. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, but it turns out really cute. And now I am just filling in where around the path where the grass would be and everything. And now we're gonna glue down our little bench here. And then I'll fill in the side with our grass as well. I didn't really fill in too much of like the rest of the bottle of our jug, because you know, greenhouses, they need a lot of the sunlight and everything like that. So I wanted that to make dang sure that was visible. So I actually probably should have tried to make it like a bluish color or something, to make it look more like glass or something. But I did put like a little step. I had little rocks there, so I kind of glued a little popsicle stick right down to like the little rocks or whatever there, so it kind of looks like there's a little step up. And now I'm just gluing the bigger pots and stuff that I had just kind of around the bench and around the premises and stuff like that, to kind of make it a little bit more cohesive with what I had. I'm going to use up what I have. Right now I'm painting the bottom of it. It needed to have like a dirt floor or something. I painted the step, and now I'm kind of adding like some beams or something to the top of this. Like I said, I kind of wanted to make it look more like a greenhouse, so I am kind of doing like beams and stuff on the top. And then I add a little fairy that I actually picked up at Dollar Tree. And here I'm kind of giving you a rough view of what I had here. Like I said, it was kind of hard to zoom in on some things because it kind of blurred out some stuff, because every time I got close to leaves and stuff, it would blur into that. And like I said, it was kind of hard to film, but I wanted you guys to see it. I do show more of it in the final reveal, so you kind of are going to get in the same kind of concept. But I hope you guys enjoy. It was kind of fun to make. Like I said, let me know if you guys want to see more of the plants and stuff that I put together and stuff. Project number 2, and I honestly think this one's probably my favorite. It was a toss-up between the fairy garden and this one. So this is where my yarn comes in. I grabbed a reef form, and I am just basically just tying it off. It was really nice because I didn't use any hot glue on this at all. I mean, I glued the rest of the stuff down to the yarn after I got it all wrapped, but didn't use any hot glue on this part at all. So it was kind of nice. It was very self-explanatory and everything. I just pretty much wrapped the entire reef form with the yarn. And now I'm going to take one of these little houses, and I'm just painting it with Sea Glass by DIY. I'm going to take some antique copper, and I'm going to paint that, paint the roof in that. This is a cap from like one of the little, it's like the little 50-cent things that you can get. Yeah, it's like, I just painted it black and glued that on there for like birdhouse thing. Smaller popsicle sticks, and we're cutting them down with a little point. We're gonna make a little fence here. So I'm just basically just cutting them down. I don't even know how many I do. I cut several, I guess. And this is also where the Band-Aids come in. Yeah, thanks, May. Shouting you out. It actually wasn't that bad. I had the idea. These are the tough man ones, and these they're a little bit more expensive, so I had to get into the more expensive ones, but these ones have the texture ones on them. They're not the plasticky ones. And that was what I wanted to go for, was the ones with a lot of the texture. I wanted the texture. So what I'm doing is I'm going to basically cover all of my fencing in the rubber bands. Oh my goodness. The Band-Aids. Yeah, in the Band-Aids, and I'm just cutting around them, sticking it down, cutting around it, everything like that. I also take a little skewer stick, and I was gonna try to make a flower. It wasn't my best attempt. I did go with it, and I did stick it down on my project, but it wasn't my best attempt. I just basically wrapped it around, and I did kind of get out of frame a little bit, so I did cut out most of it because I did kind of go in and show you what I did. I just kind of snipped little pieces down on it, and basically made it look like it had petals. Like I said, it's not my best at it. It didn't turn out the way it should, way my mind was going. It wasn't turning out. Anyway, I did kind of go with it, but I did paint the Band-Aids with my brown gel stain, and now I am going to go in with the same paintbrush and paint them with antique white, and kind of give them like a wood whitewash finish. I do also paint that little flower in like bright pink. Now we are going to take some wire, and I'm just going to wrap that around each one of these fence posts and make a little fence. I do this for the bottom, and I cut another piece for the top, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just wrap around to make my own homemade little fence. And I think it turned out adorable. So now we're going to grab our wreath form again. And I have so many of these solo wood flowers in my stash, you guys, and I've had them for ages. I mean, I fell in love with these when I first started, maybe even before I started crafting, or not before I started crafting, before I started my YouTube, let me put it that way. And I think I maybe did 1 or 2 projects when I first started my YouTube channel, and I don't think I used them again. So we are going to use them today. I thought this turned out absolutely gorgeous. I loved how this turned out. I am trying to kind of sort out my colors a little bit. Some of these are a little bit more like the wood ones, like they're actually the wood color and like all that, and then some of these are kind of more like, I don't know, they feel like foam to me. Like they're the ones with the blues and the pinks and stuff like that. So I wanted a little bit more color to some of these. Like this one right here, I grabbed some very, very light baby pink, and this one was kind of more like a rose. So I wanted to paint it. This one was one of the ones that were like wood. So I painted it like a baby pink because I wanted it to have a little bit more color. I mean, we're in springtime and I wanted it to be a little bit more fun and whimsy and a little bit more bright, not white and drab. I mean, we have some really pretty kind of purplish and blues in there. Let's get some pinky. I also paint that one there that I had sitting in the middle there. But I kind of, you know, I mean, you saw me glue down enough, so I skipped through it. And I added some greenery. We needed some greenery. We have a lot of flowers in here, so I'm just kind of cutting some eucalyptus leaves and kind of just sticking them around where they need it to be. Here and there and everywhere, just to give it a little bit more different contrast. You have the green up in the top of the wreath, but you didn't really have much of the other green around. You have a lot of blues and stuff, so we decided we added some greenery. Now we're gonna excuse me, we're gonna glue down our birdhouse here, and then I'm going to glue down our little fence on top of it. I do also okay, I add the little flower as well. I needed to put that in there. I do add some moss on top of that too. I didn't record that. It was kind of in between my stopping the camera, but whatever. You see me do it on the other project. I don't think you need to see me do it on this one. I grab a little wood tag and I do pencil in welcome. I wish I would not have done it with this marker, but I do grab my marker and write welcome on it. With this wood, it really bleeds. Like it expands the marker color, but whatever. So I kind of just go over that, and then I grab my antiquing wax. Or not antiquing wax. My dioxide, and I went over the edges with that. That was called Rusty Hinge, and then I tied a little string onto it and glued it down to our little birdhouse. And then I do add just a little hanger to the back of this. Basically all I do is I tie a little knot and some jute twine, make kind of like a little loop, and then tie it around one of the loops on the thing there. Anyway, moving on. It's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, so dice, project number 3. I grabbed the foam dice from Dollar Tree. I ended up painting these in, I believe this one's called Princess Pink. I painted both of them. I grabbed some chocolate sprinkle, I believe it's called. And I paint that down towards the bottom of it. I do that for both of them. I didn't need to show you all of this. I don't know why I showed you all of this. I'm gonna pencil on a little face, little nose, and little eyes. Do that for both of them as well. And then I grab my Sharpie marker, and we're going to go around my pencil marks. I'm gonna make little piggies. I got some raspberry dioxide that I got, and we're gonna make little rosy cheeks. I grabbed some of these little felt stickers, heart stickers. I'm going to use those for his little ears, or for their ears. So I stick them down like that. They were kind of having issues sticking up, so I'm gonna have to find a better solution. From what I just did, I just cut some of the excess of the white part of the sticker on there, and then I just put a little piece of a little bit of a piece of sticker behind it to kind of get it to stick up. Is basically what I did. I need to find a different solution though. I don't like it. But it made them stick up in front. That's what I wanted to do. They were kind of leaning back behind it, and that's what I didn't want. But for video purposes, it worked, and they are absolutely adorable. I did that for both of them. I did give the inside the ears a little bit of the pink there quick, and then I think I move on to their little tails. So I take my bright pink and give them a little curly tail in the back, because you gotta have a little curly tail for a piggy. And then for the little girl one, I added a little flower to the top of her head. And then I made a little bow for the little boy one. So now we have a little girl and a little boy. Final reveal, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, my little fairy garden. So make sure you give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below which one's your favorite. And make sure you guys go check out everybody over on the playlist. Give Brenda and Kathy Jo some love, and go chew May out for giving us Band-Aids. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually, that wasn't that bad, like I said. Go check out Z9 Designs as well. And yeah. Give them all some love, guys. Go check them all out. See what they had to do with Band-Aids. Go check out their projects and see what they're going to actually do with Band-Aids. Let me know down below which one you think was your favorite. Like I said, I still think my wreath is my favorite. But I do like the little piggies too. I mean, they're all cute. I like them all. But God bless everyone. And I hope you all have a great week. And I will not have a video for you on Wednesday, but I will have one out for you again on Sunday. It'll be a new collab for you. It'll be Calendar Girls. It'll be me and Jessica's new Calendar Girl collab. So definitely go check that out on Sunday, guys. God bless. Bye.